Hey everybody. All right, so today we are going to go over how I do my no makeup look. If you see me looking a little bit more to the side, that's because that's where my viewfinder is. Okay, so first, I've already washed my face. I have clean skin, clean hands. Go ahead and do my skincare. And my skincare really is not that in-depth. So there's only a few little to no products that I actually use. Okay, so I'm just gonna start off with my eye cream. And I know you're supposed to be using your ring fingers, but this is just how I do it. And I do bring it up. I don't know why, I just always bring it up. Moisturizer. All right, now that that is all done, I'm gonna go in with a facial mist. It doesn't matter what kind, just whichever one I end up grabbing. And I have this little bottle here that I just put whatever face mist that I actually want. All right, so that has been sitting down for some time. Now we're gonna go in with our Ciate Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. All right, so I don't always use a primer. I'm just gonna tap that in. Reasons why I would use a primer. If I am going to an event, if I have a lot of stuff to do that day. By the way, my big mirror is right behind you guys, and then my small mirror is here, so I'll probably be looking different directions. So I'll go ahead and put on my foundation. Thin line. I'll add more if I need it, but I try to use as little as possible. And this is just It Cosmetics CC cream. This one's in the shade Rich. This is what I do is I just tap it everywhere to distribute it a little bit more. Also a little bit on my eye. Just gives me enough coverage that I like for everyday wear. I don't like the full coverage unless it's like I said, like an event. I have to be somewhere. And if I have any left over, I'll go up. Just go up to my forehead. Again, you see the coverage right about here. I'm just gonna add like this, like the smallest dot for that area. I go in with my contour. Go actually up here and follow this curve. Make sure it goes into the eyebrows. I'm gonna do it this way so that way it kind of looks a little bit more even. And then it's gonna go down this part, go up this way. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Espresso. Exactly what I'm using. And then right after that, I go in with this lipstick. It's from Pretty Fitter, So Velvet lipstick, and the shade is CO Rose. That's what it looks like. And yes, I don't have cream blushes, so I use a lipstick. And yes, it's a lipstick, so I can use it on my lips as well, but I choose not to. Then I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild highlighting and concealing pen. This is in Pose and Nude. open, go under my eyes. I like to go too much on the nose, but if I do, I just put a little bit there and a little bit right in the middle. 3 lines. Then I like to add a little bit in here. And a little bit right underneath this. Right here, right here, right here, right here. And I'm actually going to work on the contour first. I know a lot of people do lighter than darker, but I want my my concealer to actually sit a little bit longer. Again, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. But while that sits a little bit, we're going to go ahead and do the contour up here on our forehead. Now we're going to go ahead and do our nose. I'll just use a bigger fluffy brush because I feel like it gives it more of that airbrush look, at least for me. After that, I'm going to go ahead and do this side. Now we're going to go in with this brush right here. It's just a little flat kind of concealer brush. And we're just going to blend out that concealer. Start off at the forehead. Even though we kind of already blended down the nose a little bit. I'll go side of the eyes. Oh, and we forgot right under the lip. So now last is just, this is what I do. I just pat where the concealer is and then I bring it out. To set under my eyes. Now prior to actually setting under my eye, I always go over it with the brush one more time and then I go and set. I want to make sure there's no creases. And yes, I'm going to be setting. Not only is it going to be under my eye, but also on my eyelid. Whatever's excess goes on my eyelid. I don't dip again. And that's it. It's only one time. I'm going to do the other side real quick, then I'll be right back. I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. This is in the shade Caramel Toffee. I'm just going to use the bronzer side. And then I'm just going to just tap it in. Just make sure that that gets set in. Does not move around throughout the day. And I'm going to use the same one. I'm going to go into the Balm Girl Power. I am going to use, let's see what shade. That's how the packaging looks like. And I'm going to use the shade Houston, which is this shade right here. I think when, yeah. It's more of a peachy pink. So I'm going to take it, bring it to the apples of my cheeks. And this is the Radiant Shimmer Bronzer. It does not have the name of the color, but this is how it looks like. I'm just going to use this to just highlight. I'm not really going to press into the bronzer shade. I'm just going to go right here. Kind of blend both together. Next thing we're going to actually go in is brows. I'm going to use that e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Deep Brown. That's just what it looks like. So we're just going to brush our brows through. This hardly has anything left. So I'm just going to stipple it where I feel like I need it. My Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Boost and Felt Tip Eyeliner and Serum in Ultra Black. It's just like a little pen. That's it. So, don't know if you're able to see the tip of this pen. I will show it. It looks just like that. I'm gonna take it and press it on my side. That's it. Just make that little triangle. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And what I'm gonna do is just fill it in. Now we're gonna go in with two different mascaras. I'm gonna go in with Ciate Triple Shot XXL Mascara. This is in black. And then I'm also gonna go in with the Pixie by Petra. I don't think there's an actual name. Double Brush Mascara. And this is Beyond Black. I'm gonna go in with the Ciate one first. I just find that the formula with this one is a lot thicker. I'm just gonna go in with the Kokie Professional Lip Veneer Cream Gloss. I'm just gonna go in with this. And I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Paris Color Rich Lip Gloss in the shade Rich Pink. is Wet n Wild lip liner in Chestnut. It's just lip liner and Chestnut. And then, yes, you can do this over the gloss. Alright, everybody, this is the final look. As you can see, it all did come together. And I went ahead and added a little bit more of a different kind of powder that had a little bit more of a yellow undertone from that same palette. Aside from that, that's how everything looks at the end. No, I did not add any setting spray at the end. I just felt like I didn't really need it. My skin still looks really nice and glowy. And with the skin prep that I did before, it's gonna look even more natural throughout the day. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.